Welcome to Season 2 of the Shekina Meditation Podcast, created by community members and friends of Shekina Garden in Pai, Thailand. Shekina communities are dedicated to creating free devotional spaces of Christian practice for spiritual seekers and travelers around the world. We post Christ-centered guided meditation each week to help you in your personal or small group practice. You can find episode show notes and other information at shekinacommunity.com. Hi friends, this is Ray and I'm sitting here in the garden smelling the most beautiful flowers, actually, on a sunny afternoon, and very happy to say it is Season 3, Episode 16 of the podcast, and we're here to give you a little update here with Ro.
Hi!
Ro, my friendly friend, we have been making this stuff happen together at Shekina Garden for 11 years already.
We have.
Which is wild.
Amazing.
Yeah, amazing and wild. So thank you so much for coming, for being here, for listening. And here's a little update from us. This week, we once again had butoh. We had a smaller and less full week this week as far as practices at the garden go, because we are doing our grocery deliveries for the month. And that takes many, many days of putting groceries together and then taking them and delivering them to different houses all around our really big valley, actually. Driving into villages and delivering them and chatting with people and seeing people, and it's been really good.
Yeah, we went from like one end to the other yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
It was like 4 hours of visits. It was really beautiful. So we got to visit with some families and take some food and like diapers and rice, stuff like that. Just hang out for a while and let people know they're remembered and loved, and it feels really beautiful to be this this bridge between all the folks who are donating towards it. So like we put it out at community lunch and got a bunch of money, which was lovely, and people donate online as well. So like be this bridge between the people who are donating and then like the folks who need some extra support. It's been it's such a beautiful week, but it's also really heavy, like we're hanging out with people who are like doing it pretty tough and living with disability, or like looking after their grandkids, or like all different sorts of situations that are pretty hard. So it's good but tough, and it's life, isn't it? The beautiful ups and downs, the joys and the griefs.
Exactly. It can be pretty heavy, and then there's also a lot of light in it as well, and a lot of inspiration and strength. But there's no sugarcoating the fact that people really need help. So we will put a link in the show notes where you can donate toward this. We are going out monthly and giving stuff to 17 families, but we also do little special projects once in a while too. Like there's one family who told us they don't have a cooking stove, and another family is that one woman needs a phone. Certain things like that.
We're hoping also to get her a massage therapist to come and give her a massage, because she has a lot of pain, and like that is so affordable here. It's like, oh my gosh, we can do that. We can get that rolling. We can organize that. So
she's a disabled woman who basically has to just be in one spot all the time. So just having someone to help her, like it gets painful. Someone to help her and give her a massage once in a while is such a small and doable thing.
So that's coming up. So pop into the show notes for the link for that if you want to give towards that. That would always be wonderful. Thank you. And we have this big, beautiful season ahead of us. We're just like feeling the turn of the season so much right now. This last 2 weeks or so, it's just been gorgeous. It's cooling off at night. There's mist in the mornings again, and it's getting a bit busier in town, and lunches are nice and big on Sundays, and it feels exciting. We have all these people coming to visit us too. Which is wonderful.
There's going to be so much going on, and so today we had a little chat, just Chinua and Ro and Neil and I, about our upcoming season and what's going to be the theme of the season, and we're starting to think in these more thematic ways of like what's really wanting to be expressed right now. So we'll give you updates on that as we go along as well.
Yeah.
And we had just one practice this week, which was theokinesis butoh again with our friend Adam, and that was beautiful. It was my first time being able to attend. Both other times I was away. And yeah, it just it was an embodiment of scripture in a way that was incredibly healing and soothing and good to the soul.
Yeah, it's been such a good practice to take part in. I've only just done it these times that Adam has been here as well. It's a new practice for me too. And yeah, lots of friends are coming along. We've had a good crowd and people get really into it. And it's such an interesting art form. And yeah, I'm really excited to dive back into it when Adam and Tina come back in a month or so. Yeah.
So as always, you, our patrons, hello, are you listening?
Hello, we love you.
We love you.
Hi there.
You are supporting this podcast, and we are raising money to keep our community going, and you are a part of the way that we do that. So everything that gets donated through Patreon or offered through Patreon is going toward things like keeping our lights on, keeping our, we have our social project manager who does all the liaison work in the villages, and her salary comes from that. We have, it goes toward keeping the place beautiful. Yeah, it's just such a gift, and we appreciate it so much. So thank you for that. You can become part of that community at patreon.com/Shekina Meditation Podcast, and you can support us there.
And there's lots of other ways you can support if financially is not for you right in this moment. You can always share this podcast with someone who you think might appreciate it. You can always jump on and give it a nice 5-star rating and a review wherever you're listening. You can post it to your socials, anything like that. You can hire a pack of dogs and put stickers, biodegradable dog-friendly stickers on their backs that say Shekina Meditation Podcast is approved by dogs, and just let them free.
Yeah, puppies everywhere.
Tell us, send photos if you do that. I want to see that. So when you support this podcast in whatever way you choose, we really appreciate it because it helps us know that you, hooking into the podcast and listening to meditations and, connecting with us. And it gives us a big smile. So thank you so much for your, support and your appreciation.
Thank you. Today's episode is Lectio Divina on Mark 13, verses 32 to 37 with Neil.
Yay, Neil.
With Neil. First, Neil will offer you some exercises to help you find quiet readiness for meditation. Then, secondly, he'll guide you through the meditation with plenty of space for your own contemplation through the verses, slowly, slowly. And third, we recommend that you spend some time processing your meditation, either with others, listening well to each person, or on your own in a journal. You could draw a picture, you could do a voice recording. If you're with others, it's wonderful to listen to each other. And if you're on your own, it's still a really good practice just to sit for a moment with it before you leap off into the rest of your life.
Let's begin.
So please, I invite you, close your eyes and bring your attention to your breath. Just breathing normally and comfortably. Feeling the sensations of breathing, bringing your focus to your breath, letting other things in your mind or heart begin to settle. And as you breathe, bring your attention to the other sensations in your body. The air on your skin, your clothes, the warmth of where you sit. How does it feel to be in your body right now? Perhaps you'd like to stretch or to shift a little to be a bit more comfortable. I'll take a few larger breaths. Breathe in, and then maybe sigh on your way out, on the breath out. Just to relax a little more. Now let's move our attention from inside our body to outside, to the soundscape around us. What sounds can you hear? Perhaps you'd like to imagine how they're being made. Let your focus on these sounds quieten your mind and settle your heart. If this is easy or difficult, that's okay. Just try as much as you can to let that voice, that inner monologue, all those pictures, all those emotions, to just settle and quieten. There's one more exercise to help with the quietening of our mind and the settling of our hearts. Imagine you're seated at the edge of a cliff, as close or as far away as you feel comfortable, but near to the edge of the cliff. At the bottom is the ocean, calm and blue. And in your lap, or just around you, within arm's reach, there are some stones, smooth and round, small enough to fit into your hand. And we can let these stones represent the things that may distract you from this meditation. Perhaps things of the past, or things of the future, worries or concerns. You can pick up a stone and let it represent something specific. Something on a to-do list, or an expectation that's on you. And then let the stone fall over the cliff, all the way down into the ocean. And then one by one, pick up more stones. Let them represent something, and then let them fall. There's no need to hold these things for this meditation. So for the next number of minutes, less than an hour, let's let these things go. And as your lap empties and the number of stones becomes fewer and fewer, hopefully so too your mind is becoming quieter, your heart becoming more settled. And when all the stones are gone, the intention is to have a clear and quiet space before us and within us. And into this clear and quiet space, I encourage you to acknowledge the presence of the divine. And God is with you on this cliff. Perhaps that's a posture of your heart. Maybe it helps to open your hands and have your palms facing up. But let us sit in the presence of God. As we move to the reading of Scripture, perhaps, if it's good, you might like to imagine that this presence of God is speaking these words to you. And so for the first reading, just allow the words to unfold before you. Let your imagination build a scene, whatever it might be. Maybe notice any questions that rise or any emotions that come. And these are the words of Jesus from Mark chapter 13. No one knows about that day or hour, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. Be on guard. Be alert. You do not know when that time will come. It's like a man going away. He leaves his house and puts his servants in charge, each with his assigned task, and tells the one at the door to keep watch. Therefore keep watch, because you do not know when the owner of the house will come back, whether in the evening or at midnight, or when the cock crows, or at dawn. If he comes suddenly, do not let him find you sleeping. What I say to you, I say to everyone, watch. What did you see? Did you notice any emotions or any questions? And so for the next reading, pursue answers for the questions. Ask why these feelings arose from these words. Dig deeper. See what you might find. Jesus said, no one knows about that day or hour, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. No one knows about that day or hour, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. Be on guard, be alert. You do not know when that time will come. Be on guard, be alert. You do not know when that time will come. It is like a man going away. He leaves his house and puts his servants in charge, each with his assigned task, and tells the one at the door to keep watch. It is like a man going away. He leaves his house and puts his servants in charge, each with his assigned task, and tells the one at the door to keep watch. Therefore keep watch, because you do not know when the owner of the house will come back. Therefore keep watch, because you do not know when the owner of the house will come back. whether in the evening or at midnight, or when the cock crows, or at dawn. Whether in the evening or at midnight, or when the cock crows, or at dawn. If he comes suddenly, do not let him find you sleeping. What I say to you, I say to everyone. Watch. If he comes suddenly, do not let him find you sleeping. What I say to you, I say to everyone. Watch. For the final reading, I hope there has been much going on. And so, for this final reading, perhaps it would be good to maybe distill down what has happened, what has come up for you, to a few things. A few things that perhaps the Divine is wanting to say to you, to tell you. Jesus said, "No one knows about that day or hour, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. Be on guard. Be alert. You do not know when that time will come." It is like a man going away. He leaves his house and puts his servants in charge, each with his assigned task, and tells the one at the door to keep watch. Therefore keep watch, because you do not know when the owner of the house will come back, whether in the evening or at midnight, or when the cock crows, or at dawn. If he comes suddenly, do not let him find you sleeping. What I say to you, I say to everyone. Watch. I hope you have your few things that have come up for this meditation. So to finish this part, perhaps you'd like to offer up a prayer of thanks, gratitude, or some sort of acknowledgement for this time from these words. And let's bring our attention back to our breath. And with a few deeper breaths, let's become aware of our bodies. Perhaps you'd like to roll your shoulders or wiggle your toes. And with a few more breaths, let's become aware of the sounds around us and the people around us. And in your own time, it's a sign of rejoining the circle. Open your eyes and we'll move on to the talking, the sharing circle.
Thank you for joining today. There will be a new guided meditation available each week, so don't forget to subscribe to iTunes or sign up for our newsletter to get podcasts delivered to your inbox at www.shekinacommunity.com/podcast newsletter. Also, you can rate or review on iTunes or sign up as a patron at patreon.com/Shekina Meditation Podcast. Have a beautiful week. Many blessings to you.